Right, this tech has been a little bit hit and miss this morning, so hopefully it can hold itself together. Okay, so any thoughts on what we've just done out there on the grass? John?
Just that it was good, Tim, like when we started off, we thought, oh, this is basic stuff,
Mm.
you know, but actually when you start breaking it down and then developing it further with competition, it just creates a whole new, spreads it right out.
Yeah. Anyone else with similar sentiment or any other comments?
Yeah, switching from your dominant hand to your non-dominant hand, that's like pretty much going right back to the basics here with all those steps that we've gone through. Going from the dominant side to being, natural, switching over, trying to be the same again, but not achieving that same goal. And sort of going back those few steps until you get at that certain point that you can.
Yeah, good comment, John. Thanks for that. So I guess for me, the key thing about a session like this is to get us to really think about what we're doing when we're doing things that we don't have to think about, and one of the guys who were talking about, they use the term, you just do it subconsciously. So that helps us so that when we come across those individuals who can't do something subconsciously because they haven't learnt it yet, as coaches, one of our roles is to be able to facilitate their learning, so this helps us become aware of, for a start, not everyone knows how to do everything just naturally, but also, okay, if we do come across that person, how can I break down the skill to help them with that learning process? And the other thing, so the final thing which I just wanted to show you was, so we've had a look at a skill and how it's made up of a whole bunch of different components. When we're working with players, and we're working on a skill that's made up of a whole bunch of components. I know that in the bit of coaching that I do, sometimes there can be heaps of things going on, but we might only want to isolate the most important thing. Now there might be a whole bunch of things which a player isn't doing so great, but we want to be able to isolate maybe just the one key thing, so that player can just concentrate on developing one thing. So this is a piece of vid that we shot at training with Napier City Rovers just a couple of weeks ago, and I do most of my skill work with goalies, and so this is Kyle, and he's just going through a bit of a drill. Okay, so it's a footwork and it's a hands drill. He's doing quite a number of things. Okay, but the point that I wanted to make with this piece of vid, that there was, so we've been filming bits of drills for about 10 minutes, and the goalies will come over, they'd have a look at what's going on, and because he's a guy who's like really experienced, and he's a good coach as well, so he, in his own mind, he filtered down what was going on in his execution, and he just wanted to concentrate on one specific area. And so that's what we filmed, and that's what we looked at in this. And the one specific area was this bit coming up here. So he wanted to be able to concentrate on taking this step right there with his right foot. So he wanted to make sure that he was getting across the goal line, which was marked by the cones, but when he's going to engage the ball, that he steps forward into it, because that's good goalkeeping technique. Okay, otherwise the risk is that you step across or back, and that creates an opportunity for the ball to spill out and to spill inside the goal. And so we filmed the whole thing, filmed this, whatever it was, 30 seconds. And then he'd come back and review, and he'd be looking specifically at that step. Again, still working hard on the rest of it. Feet, that step right there. So he's deliberately You can see it maybe in the third one. He takes a forward step there with the right foot. Okay, so I guess my point with just this little clip is that there can be a lot of things going on, but as coaches, I think it's a mistake if we concentrate on too many things. We just want to be able to identify just the one key thing to work on for now. And so with this guy, it was on that piece. So everyone, that's all that I wanted to have a chat about this morning. Again, thank you very much for being a really awesome group to work with. I really appreciate your positive attitudes out there and have a go. And again, thank you for giving up your time this weekend to invest in yourselves. I'm going to be back tomorrow doing a little bit on some role of the coach and maybe some philosophy stuff. So thanks for your time this morning. Kia ora.